Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And two idiots join the Inquisition. Dark Heresy! Welcome back to another episode of Dark Heresy. As the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, I am feeling good about documenting the many adventures of Acolyte Andrew Dickinger, Junior Acolyte Kevin Kevinson, and their Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez. And I'm a bit surprised, as it seems that these Acolytes, in their spare time, made a board game called Mortals. Mortals Descent of the Gods, to be exact. And if my research is correct, it is a 2 to 5 player cooperative battle arena game, set in modern times where you play as fallen gods from Greek, Norse, and Egyptian mythology, and work together to fight monsters, collect loot, and try to save the world. If that description sparks some interest, they appear to be using the orc invention known as Kickstarter, and are looking to launch on October 17th. For more information, head to partialarc.com/mortals. But, interesting games aside, our acolytes are not doing so well. When you last left them, Andrew and Kevin crashed safely on the planet's surface, only to be greeted by some of its warp-friendly inhabitants. After these demons dispersed, our boys managed to find the shuttle they'd been looking for, although Chidori was nowhere to be found. It seems she, and most of her crew, including the only other pilot, decided to go relic hunting. But where, you might ask? Oh, nowhere too dangerous, just a crashed space hulk buried deep in the bowels of a demon planet. You know, a safe bet. Can our acolytes retrieve Chidori in time? And what horrors await them deep below the surface? Let's find out.
All right, Daniel, I think I've got you configured properly.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit different. I can set up like a marker beacon now with the stuff that you put inside of me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to relay it off of my wrist device here. I mean, the way it was described is that this place is going to be changing, like, constantly, so it probably won't help that much, but, I mean, better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, if we work together, we could sort of, like, set up, like, a coordinate system, and then we could follow the coordinates back.
Are you guys talking about breadcrumbs? I got all these bones I found in the sand. I could leave a bunch of these bones around behind us.
Daniel. He's a really weird kid.
Where did he get all the bones?
When did he pick them
Somebody
up?
left all these bones just in the sand up there. Look at this one. This one's like even like a new bone. Who would throw this one out?
I mean...
Sure, kid, you do you. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna leave one bone behind us here. And
all right, well, the kid can do that. We'll keep doing the scientific way of...
I'm being helpful!
Okay. So, as you go in here, accompanied by the Varkavas, who have not given you their names.
Nor do I care.
Kevin definitely goes up to one of them now, feeling a little bit more comfortable. Excuse me. He's like tugging on him.
He whirls around.
What's your name? Blah, blah. My name's Kevin Kevinson. Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah.
He extends an elbow to you.
Ooh, weird. All right, I'm going to touch my elbow to your elbow. Yeah.
He touches his elbow, and then he extends his hand out. Palm up.
Oh, high five!
He snaps back his hand and snarls at you.
Yeah, that's how we do it in the Inquisition. All right.
While you're doing that, whatever their weird hand gestures are, that played really well in audio.
I'm now married to that Varkov.
You guys are going to have to try to navigate this thing. To just give you an idea, well, let's make the navigation check and I'll describe what we're seeing as we're going through.
So I have a question. With the goggle system that I have, can I look for footprints, essentially thermal footprints, evidence that the pilots had gone this way?
Yeah, I'll give that. That'll be like a +10 to your navigate.
Okay.
Which, how much plus do you have to your navigate?
I mean, so much plus.
Oh man, it sounds like a lot.
That +10, it means that I don't have negatives.
Oh, sweet!
This will be a navigate warp check, actually. No, navigate surface. Navigate warp is like actual piloting a ship. Yeah. You're sort of in the warp, but this is still navigate surface.
Can I use Cinescience, which is again to like perceive like warp around you and stuff? Can I use it to help me also get a little bit of a bonus so that I can kind of like, okay, I feel like more warp over here, I feel less over there, so that's probably Space Hulk, like, I don't know, to help guide me a little bit.
I guess, yeah, that'll be a minus 20 check to actually try to navigate with psi science.
Sweet, that means normally a 53 is a 33, still better than trying to navigate regular.
Okay.
93, that seems real unfortunate.
All right, well, I'm gonna try and push some buttons and look like I'm smart. I am real fucking smart because that's a 10, goddammit.
You're able to find footprints of and signs of passing of the pilots that came in here.
So 11 sets of footprints.
Yes, 11 sets of footprints leading in. It is a little odd. You see at one point they're on the ceiling, and then all of a sudden they're on the ground again, but you're sort of following them through.
Wait, 11 sets of footprints?
Yeah, the 11...
Oh, I thought just like 11 individual feet, which means somebody has an extra foot.
But you're a fucking weird kid. Anyways, I mean, I'm sure the footprints on the ceiling is totally normal.
So to just describe this place, it's dark, of course.
I mean, I have my lights on.
Of course, yeah, you have your lights on, and actually several of the... they actually have a glow globe floating with them. The scavengers brought one with them.
It brings me back.
So, like, it seems really unnecessarily bright to have that big globe thing.
Doesn't it, though? Reminds me of...
I remember that glow globe.
Yeah.
We lost it on that boat, is that right?
Lost is one way to put it. I mean, there's crab things and bodies harpooned a thing. Yeah. It was...
Hey, you know what? We made it through that. We can make it through this, right?
Sure, Daniel. I'm hopeful.
And we made it through that at... well...
How did you figure out all those footprints? That was like real detective work.
Thermal. I have thermal.
Man, you're kind of like this data slate I once saw. Young Sherlock Jones. He has that catchphrase. He says, "This murderer belongs in a prison." You ever see that data slate? It's pretty neat.
Let's keep moving.
So it's mostly dark, though you do occasionally see like what seems like bursts of like green and purple light just appear for a second, like just a flash. This is made up of ships just clumped together in completely sort of random ways. You go through like several intersection after intersection. Things are like sort of looping around themselves. You actually notice at one point the footsteps double back on themselves. You actually make it so you don't double back. The thing that you keep hearing, just weird noises coming through this place.
Hey, did you hear that over there?
Yeah, it's been pretty constant.
Hey, how are you doing? Do you have any idea, like, how far down we might need to go, or...
The thing shrugs.
You're real helpful.
I'm gonna need you guys to make fear checks.
Oh boy, this didn't go over well last time.
It's just a fear 1 situation, so... I mean, it's really scary, but...
It's a willpower check, right?
Willpower check, yes. But there's nothing legitimately attacking you at the moment.
I got a 64.
So is that a failure again?
That is a failure. My willpower's a 53!
I rolled a 35. My willpower is a 36.
Jeez, how do you keep passing and I keep failing? You know what? I'm feeling like this might not be the best idea.
My arm immediately grabs onto a huge chunk of his clothes.
So you're at minus 10 to anything that you do in here. This isn't like, there isn't a specific source of your fear to run away from or anything. You don't roll on a table.
Being in a fucking Space Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
Until you are out of this Space Hulk, you are at minus 10 to everything you do, though maybe that could change depending on what happens.
Damn. I'm assuming you mean it could get worse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, let's keep moving.
It's okay, Captain. I can walk around by myself. You don't need to hold on to me. It's totally fine.
And I start yanking you forward because...
All right, fine. As you do, like, just a bunch of bones just falling out of my hands. Those are my breadcrumbs.
And then all of a sudden you start hearing the sounds of combat. You hear las guns going off. You hear monstrous screaming. You also hear maybe in a little bit of it like crackling energy sounds, but then shattering the noise louder than everything else is a sound of essentially thunder.
Holy shit.
Do you think like storms can happen inside a Space Hulk?
You know, kid, I would normally say no, but with the shit we've seen today, definitely possible.
Why the hell would anyone ever come in something like this?
You don't. That's the whole point.
Jesus.
As you guys, As you guys keep yelling,
Emperor!
as you guys keep yelling, one of the Varkavas looks over at you and says, "Shh!" But a thing falls down from the ceiling. It's sort of purple, but the color is constantly shifting. It's pretty large, and it's just made up of mouths and arms and more mouths and more arms and like a leg like sticking out of the top of it. It's a monstrous thing. It's magic made manifest, as it were. It's real bad.
So, gun up and full auto.
I guess we're rolling for initiative?
Roll for initiative.
Oh, come on. Be a little bit better this time. Oh, nice. 8 plus 4, so that's a 12. My constant vigilance.
I also got a 12 because I rolled a 9.
All right. It drops down on top of one of the Varkavas and just like, it drops down on it like mouth first.
Oh, no.
And just like absorbs it. The Varkavas does not even get to make a sound as it is devoured.
Oh, no, not blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it was the one that you did your
man,
elbow shake with.
We're becoming close friends. I don't know what the elbow thing meant, but
Then it reaches out. I gotta roll to see how many arms it has.
Wait, what?
You roll to see how many arms it has.
Jesus.
You're not gonna be crazy about the number that I rolled.
How many arms does it have, Daniel?
It has 6 arms.
Damn it. Wait, can this thing have 10 arms by chance?
It's a 1 plus a D5 is how many arms it has.
You rolled maximum arms?
Yes, I rolled maximum
God
arms.
Damn it.
And then it reaches out, and because it has 3 attacks, it then kills 2 more. Well, let's roll for it to see if it hits one of these Varkavas. Nope, that one's dead. And... oh, that one's dead. So you have one other Varkavas with you.
I like Daniel's just like, oh, and that one's also dead. Interesting.
It doesn't bother me anymore. I'm not alive. And it just drops down and eats one of them and slashes out its arms to just rip the other beings with you into pieces.
Our buddies, no!
Yeah, they were definitely expendable. Anyways.
All right. So this thing is scary.
Oh, no. I thought you were just defining it. I was like, yeah, I agree.
Minus 10 willpower check.
Oh, fuck. That's a 10.
Good.
That, unfortunately, is a 45.
All right. How much did you fail by?
2 degrees of failure.
I wanted you to hit 3 so you could go insane.
Daniel, that's not very nice.
Roll 100, add 10 for each degree of failure you have.
67.
You are frozen by terror. You can make no actions until you snap out of it. And then after snapping out of it, you're still at minus 10 for everything in the rest of the encounter. So on your turn, you'll have to make a willpower check to get out of this thing that's so fucking...
Can I, assist him by,
You cannot.
I can't, this old data slate called Airplane, just slap him in the face? Get it together!
I believe that was playing it for laughs and is not actually a realistic depiction of...
No, I'm just petrified.
Kevinson doesn't know that.
I'm more just petrified at the fact that a living face monster just devoured a guy, chopped 2 other guys into pieces, and is now standing right in front of me.
Kevin, it's your turn.
All right. Prepare to taste... God, this thing's freaking terrifying. I look back at Andrew, who's just
frozen in fear.
Frozen in fear. The captain's scared. Oh, okay. So I'm looking at this thing. Can I do kind of just like a quick test of Forbidden Lore of the Warp to kind of better understand what this thing is?
Of course.
Let's see. That's looking good. 32.
You're going to wish that was your focus test. Okay.
That passes.
Cool. So you know what this thing is. It is a Horror of Zench.
Do I know if it's weak to anything?
It is not. It has warp instability. So if it doesn't hurt anything, it will take a little bit of damage.
But it's got 6 arms to make sure that it does.
It didn't demonstrate this at the moment, but it is also a psyker that commands magic because it is almost made of magic itself.
Oh, damn it. Okay. So I don't know if it's weak to anything. Do I know?
Yeah, I mean, no, it is not weak to anything.
Yeah, shit.
And also, there's no weak part of its body because all of its body's kind of just the same
It's all
thing.
of it's the thing. Damn it. Question. Do I know if it's like if I hit it with fire, do I know if that'll hurt it or not hurt it?
It's not immune to fire.
It's not immune to fire,
yeah.
I guess is what I was trying to check with my roll. Okay. I'm deciding between spontaneous combustion, which I've done already, or molten beam, which could be fun. Does it look like it has any armor? It probably doesn't. It's probably just toughness and psychicness.
It has warp scale armor. It
does?
It is armored, yes.
Okay. Does it look like pretty intense or kind of middle of the road?
It's relatively intense. Like, it's not a tank, but like
it's more than I have, probably, right?
Yes, it's definitely more than you have.
I'm gonna hit you with my knowledge. And Kevin points his finger out, and what was before, like, you see like a orange flame, and then it shortens into an intense blue flame. And Kevin's going to try to cast the psychic power, Molten Beam. For psi rating, the higher psi rating I do,
the more
better,
damaging it is.
The better penetration it has. But then it's tougher to do because I'm at a -10 already because I'm scared, right? For attacks?
No, you're good. Now that the combat has started, you're not even worried about the spookiness of this place. You're
I'm
engaged
focused
with
on
just
this terrifying pink, purplish, bluish horror in front of me. Yeah, I'm going to do a level 3 psi rating, which means I'm 1 lower than my regular psi rating, so I have a +10. Typically, it's a +0 to do the willpower check on this, so I'm already at a +10. I've got my focus, which gives me another +10, so that means I need a 73 or lower to cast this thing.
But there's still a chance of perils at all times.
Yes, there is. No doubles. That's a 78. This might be the time to just use a fate point. I'm just going to use the fate point where it just bumps us straight 10, so it passes.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's just going to straight pass it down from a 78 to a 68. So I pass with Molten Beam. Is it going to try to dodge?
Of course it's going to try to dodge.
But it's got so many legs. How can it coordinate?
And, 73. It does not dodge.
Sweet!
So what kind of damage does this thing do?
You're about to find out, Captain. Hit you with my knowledge. And you see the big old blue beam just extend and slam this thing. It was a 68, so I believe it's everywhere. It's a body, a head.
It doesn't. There's no place specific stuff on this.
Its whole torso is a head, basically.
Kevin's basically aiming for center mass here.
Yeah.
So it's a D10 +5 +3 times my psi rating, which is a 3. So already I'm a 5 + 9, which is a freaking 14 to start. And what my D10 is, that's a 9. 14 + 9, so that's 23. And it's 2 times psi rating for pen, which is already a 6, and then it's doubled because it's melted, so it's got a pen 12. Kevinson isn't good at much, but he's good at this.
It knows that spell too. I'm just gonna let you know.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
You can't take my magic! I practiced real hard on that one.
Okay. You did damage to it.
Does it look like I did, like...
No critical damage or anything like that.
Oh, man! I ignored its armor and 23 didn't put it in critical. I feel like in all the practice things I used to shoot at, this are just obliterated. This is kind of like my finishing move.
All right, so
I'm gonna step backwards.
It's my turn now, right?
Yeah, you're gonna need to snap out. That's gonna be a willpower check. It's gonna take your whole turn. You're just too spooked.
No, unfortunately, that is a 47, so I'm 11 over.
You're still spooked.
My willpower sucks.
Captain!
All of the eyes turn to Kevin, and all of the mouths smile at once with big toothy grins.
No, don't do that. That's not good.
Fucking Kevin just about to fucking get eaten by a monster here.
This is every boy's worst nightmare.
And all of the mouths open, and you see a little bit of fire gestating in the back of their
that's
throats.
my tricks. No, bad horror.
All right, it's gonna cast flame breath.
Fuck.
Manifests a newspaper and just starts swatting it on the head.
What if it perilled into a bigger demon?
Then we
could.
run.
It's a demon Russian nesting doll.
It could. I mean, the greater demon could just burst out of a smaller demon.
Oh God. Perils.
The magic that is infusing this place is fucking with its spell.
That's right, the magic's on my side, sucker.
All psychic phenomenon are at +30 while you're in the Space Hulk.
No, that's not good for Kevin.
I rolled a 97.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
No, okay, so that just means it goes to the perils table.
Okay.
I was like, does that mean immediate herald or greater demon? Because we are fucking out of here if that's happening.
Actually, if it was 97 +30, if on the perils table, that would be literally annihilation, which is not... That's not good.
That's not good for anybody.
I mean, it's super bad for the monster, but...
a Lord of Change appears.
Okay, what do I get? Ooh.
Oh, no. This is always bad. There's this weird sliding scale of where it's fun, and then it's like, oh no.
And I'm just still standing there, just like occasionally blinking, but out of sync with both of my eyes because I'm so freaked out by what's happening.
Okay. I rolled a mass incursion.
No. No.
Look, I didn't... Look, the dice speak for themselves. So, the being explodes.
We did it! We defeated him, Andrew!
You actually remember that one of the things that's scary about these things, if you just slash them, they actually turn into two of them, and they're a little weaker, but then they're still a problem. This one, they're not reforming, but where it was standing before, there's just like a rip. It's like somebody just like, if the world was like fabric, like somebody just ripped it open.
Oh no. That's not supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. I think he was just supposed to die, and then maybe a couple gold coins falls out of him.
You must make a hard -20 willpower check.
Oh boy.
Minus 20.
78.
I need a 16 or less.
I don't know, Daniel, do you think this might be a time to reroll for a fate point?
Let me tell you the bad thing that will happen, and then you could determine whether you want to roll a fate point.
Okay, that sounds ominous.
You're going to take a D10 corruption, a D10 insanity, and suffer a D10 willpower damage.
Wow, that all sounds
However,
bad.
Once you take that, the Fury has gotten what it wants from you and will leave. If you make your success, the Fury will attack you physically.
So if we win, we lose, and if we lose, we win?
Oh, it's mostly lose-lose. Like, this is really bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll on a fate point for that one. Come on. 79. I think that was almost exactly the same roll I had. Maybe actually one worse. I think I rolled a 78.
All right, so you guys are going to need to take... I'll let you guys roll it. So both of you guys roll for your insanity points.
I mean, at least I could have been angry at you from you rolling, but now...
Insanity points! Only mildly insane with a 2.
Well, off to a bad start, because I rolled a 9.
9 insanity points. Okay, cool.
Corruption after that?
Yes, roll D10, and that's how much corruption you gain. 10 is when stuff happens. Maybe 20 is when the insanity points really mess
I got
with you.
3 for corruption.
I got 8 corruption.
Okay.
So I'm a little more corrupted than I am insane.
And now the one that really matters, permanent will damage.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Please be low. That's a 4, so I'm at 49.
Oh, bummer, your bonus changed.
Oh, that's right. Damn it!
I also rolled a 4, so I'm down to 32.
And you know what? I'm going to roll for that Varkovas guy.
Yeah, oh.
See how he's doing.
Oh, boy. This poor guy.
He rolled 1.
Wow.
Which is, I'm glad that a monster wasn't rolling that.
Maybe this is what he's seen this happen.
Okay, so no,
already.
so this actually, so if you remember, the Fury came out and like looked at you and took a little part of your like soul and made you mad and stuff, and then flew back into the warp. This one looked at the Varkovas, tried to take something from him, and the Varkovas' will was strong. It resisted the demon mentally and soulfully.
Oh no.
But now it's going to have to deal with the demon physically.
Oh, God.
The demon hits him.
I mean, even when we win, we lose. It's just like thinking...
The demon kills him. And the demon will remain in this plane of existence. Oh, when it kills its target. Okay, it's no longer in this plane of existence, so that the Fury disappears.
So, like, appears, it's like, I'll take some from you, and I'll kill you. Bye, everybody, and just back into the warp.
It actually seems to be trying to go after you, but it sort of sucked back into that rip.
Oh, jeez.
All right, I've said this many times, but when we get off this piece of shit Space Hulk planet, we are blowing it to smithereens.
I'm all for that. Well, whatever it takes. I'm not a fan of this place right now.
I'm pretty sure that this all looked very scary. I cannot be scared because my brain's weird like that. But I'm just going to note, we may not need to blow this planet up because this planet may actually be swallowed by a warp storm.
Oh, that's right. We did see that outside. We should probably move faster.
You know what? Fuck that warp storm, too. If I can, I'm going to set this bitch off right when it swallows it.
I mean, hey, whatever makes you feel better, as long as it gets us out of here faster.
All right, so we move towards the noises, I guess.
Yes, exactly. And you enter into a room. It's actually very large, and there's like a light shining in the middle of it. and you see that someone has constructed what look like angels made out of like just scraps, and they're just like around the room.
Oh wow!
It almost looks like some sort of makeshift shrine in the middle of this death world.
Like a good shrine? Like these are nice angels they look like?
Yeah. But enough about the architecture. Let me tell you who's... we don't want to talk about architecture too much. That leads to problems. So, in the middle of this room, well, there's a whole bunch of people, not just in the middle of this room, scattered around the room. There are bodies of those weird chaos demon things that have sort of been torn apart and fading back into the warp.
The thing that we just fought?
The thing that you just fought.
Did they defeat it as soundly as we did by getting a demon to appear and rip parts of their soul out? Did they do it that way? Or like the regular way, probably?
Well, let me tell you what happened. There are two huge men in this room. One is wearing red armor that's stained in demon blood, and the other one is wearing blue armor with a little bit of also stained in demon blood. The one in the red armor has a huge hammer in one hand and a giant shield in the other, and the other large man in the blue armor has a glowing sword in his hands.
Whoa! Captain Andrew!
These are the Adeptus Astartes, the Emperor's chosen warriors. These are Space Marines.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, I've heard about these dudes. They're like freaking real hard to kill.
I think I've only ever seen one once, and that was from a long way off.
They tower over you, but they also tower over the other people in this room. There are 6 Varkava scavengers and 1 woman in a beautiful white dress stained in blood, but also it's got like some mud stains on it that she seems like she was trying to get off.
She only had one dress?
She kind of fled, like she didn't have time to...
That's a pretty cool dress.
She is the first one to react when you enter into the room, and she points at you and says, "You."
Me? You?
By the way, are like all the demons dead at this point?
All the demons in this room are dead at this point. And the 2 towering figures, they're not wearing helmets.
Because cool guys don't wear helmets.
I heard if you don't wear helmets, that means you're stronger. For whatever reason.
So I immediately start walking towards them.
"Halt! Who are you?" speaks the one in the red armor.
I am Andrew. This is Kevin.
Kevinson.
We're with the Inquisition.
Are you alright?
So many people have come in these past few days, but you do not seem to be servants of the warp. At least not now. And the one in the blue armor puts a big old meaty hand, armored glove on his shoulder, says, "Calm yourself, brother. Calm yourself."
Captain Andrew, do you want to step aside here and speak like quietly in almost like a circle?
You mean huddle?
Yeah, sure, okay. Do you want to step over here real quick?
Are we gonna huddle up with the Space Marines?
No, just us. Just you, me, and Daniel.
We could listen to them first, I guess, but yeah, we could huddle up if you want.
I just, real quick, hey, do you see what was up with that one dude in the red armor? He, seemed real crazy for a second.
I mean, yeah, I can understand where he's coming from a little bit.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
We really need to get out of here.
Agents of the Inquisition, you say? You've come here to die as well.
Oh, no, definitely not die.
No, we're here for her.
Look, we do... this is not the time for this, but I don't know how the hell you found me or who the hell that kid is.
Hold on. That, yes, but also because you're a pilot and there's the warp storm is visible in space. It is coming right now. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's got these really crazy tentacles, and it's gonna be like on the planet.
You'll have to excuse me if I don't trust you, because I think you're probably gonna leave
me. And so I just want to cut her off again. I immediately cut her off and project the video of the warp storm approaching the planet.
Yeah, that's basically what it looks like.
That's space photoshopped. I don't really give a shit. But yeah, I want to get out of here too. Don't get me wrong, but we're kind of fucked right now. If you've noticed, we're deep in a space Hulk.
Oh no! We couldn't have noticed. Is that where we are? In a space Hulk? Why did you come down here?
because we got readings of life forms with powerful artifacts inside here.
I'm assuming that's these
And
gentlemen?
then she gestures to them, and you'll notice we found them.
Wait, are you talking about the Space Marines?
They have formed their own huddle in the corner, and they're like bowed before like one of the particularly large angels, and they're like having some sort of religious ceremony and also talking to each other and ignoring you.
So I say, hold that thought, and I walk over to the 2 Space Marines, and I knock on the blue one. Like, because you can't pat him, like, you wouldn't feel it. Like, you knock, like it's a door.
True.
He's literally
It's
like
like
a
thick
man.
armor. Yeah.
He's a man that is a door. So
You have to
I'm
almost,
knocking.
like, hit it, like, really hard.
Yes, how can I help you, little one?
We need to get out of here. So there's a ship. She's a pilot. Like, we should go, and I gesture with my hands towards the way we came in.
You will never be able to leave this Space Hulk now that you are a part of it.
I mean, I've learned that the proper application of explosives solves just about any problem.
If it makes you feel any better, you will never die. Zench does not like his playthings to die.
Are you convincing him? It looks like you're convincing him.
Just shut up! Shut up, I'm handling. So, that's a sound theory. I'm for let's leave, and fuck that shit. So, how about we move towards the entrance? I heard about the whirligig of this whole place changing and stuff, but I'm sure that if you just shoot one way enough times...
We've been in the Space Hulk for, time really has no meaning anymore.
So, do you know what system we're in?
We were over the planet of Cronus.
So, you're saying you were on the Hulk at Cronus?
Yes. That was in space, but now we are no longer in the void of space. We're somewhere, we appear to be back at real space for the time being.
Well, I mean, that means that you went through the warp to get here.
I suppose so, yes. We were inside the things that we have seen, no one should ever have seen. We are bound to this place now. Our souls can never leave.
So I just behind me with my mechanical arm.
With your robot arm?
It's like gesturing for them to come over.
Kind of like the single finger, like...
Oh no, it's a panicked, like, remember, it's just two pincers.
It's like a panic.
It's just a panicked, like, it's flapping very rapidly for you to come over.
Excuse me, Mr. Jory, I gotta go talk to my robot friend.
Sure.
Hey, what's up?
Well, you don't need to whisper because they can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hi. Wow, you're really tall when I'm
And
standing
you
right
notice
next
the
to you.
one in the red armor has not said anything. It is just muttering some sort of, like, litany over and over again.
Is that helping? I can't tell if that's helping.
Is he all right?
He has good days and bad days, as I do as well. If days are even a thing in this place.
You guys look real composed. Captain, so maybe we could have a separate mission, like...
Zemenlich will never let you out.
We could kind of try, though, right? Like, we could try first, and then if it doesn't work out...
No, you don't understand. All souls that enter the Hulk can never leave as long as Zemenlich exists within the Hulk. Your soul is bound to this place now.
Who the fuck is Zemenlich?
Yeah, what's a Zemenlich? Is it like an off button or something? Like,
Zemenlich is a herald of Zench.
Oh, let's go fucking kill him then.
Do you know anything about Heralds of Zench?
I ran into a Herald of Nurgle, and yeah, they're terrible at the fucking Space Marines. They can handle it.
Well, I mean, Heralds are kind of a big deal. I've done a lot of research on warp stuff.
But you got, like, the big glowy sword and stuff, and, you're blue.
My sword only works when I empower it with my mind. And his weapon, he only uses the thundering power of it. In the most dangerous of times, the newcomers here were attacked by the... They don't attack us much anymore. They don't care to. They don't need to. We can't leave.
Okay. Daniel, can I make just a general check to kind of find out, maybe what chapter these Space Marines could be in?
Yes.
While he's
would
doing...
it just be common lore?
Well, I think...
I know Adeptus Telepathica. Is that what these
You
guys...
can make a common knowledge, but it's at -10.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I make a check to see if, like...
Oh my gosh. I rolled a 2, of course, on this.
Yes.
I rolled a 2 to know what a blue Space Marine is and what a red Space Marine is.
You recognize these guys. They have the heraldry once you're sort of looking at them a little more, even though it's covered in demon
Do I
blood.
notice the one in blue has a giant freaking U all over his armor?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Librarians wear blue. Librarians always wear blue.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
What chapter do I realize that these Space Marines are from?
These are both Blood Ravens.
Oh.
And Blood Ravens are an interesting chapter because, and you know this because of your minuses, they're sort of seen as not quite outcast Space Marines, but they're a little odd. Their founder has been lost in history. So they don't quite have the same, history that many of the other chapters have. They also have a very large focus on librarians. They're one of the few orders where the chief librarian can also be the leader of the order.
And I also can probably assume by looking at their weapons, this one is the librarian.
Yes, the one in the blue is the librarian. That is a psyker. He is channeling his psychic energy into the sword to make it more powerful.
Okay, and then I can probably tell that the other one has a thunderhammer and a storm shield.
A thunderhammer and a storm shield, yes, which are very powerful weapons.
Whoa, you guys are blood ravens.
Yes, we are.
Wait, Blood Ravens. I'm going through the databanks. I was like, you guys fought off a Tyranid Hive fleet.
I guess I wasn't around for that.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you
your
did.
chapter's done some pretty cool stuff lately. Is that a thunderhammer?
Yes, it is. The quiet one sort of looks up and just comments at you.
I like the
Yes,
only
it
thing he
is.
acknowledges is yeah, I got this dope hammer.
So, you guys are Space Marines. You're a librarian specifically. I've heard, thank you, Kevin, for that information.
No problem.
That your chapter specializes in librarians.
Yes,
So I'm guessing that's what drew you to the Space Hulk.
yes. Chapter Master Kyrus directed us to the Space Hulk.
Chapter Master Kyrus. That's really fucking weird that, 90% of this is blacked out.
Really?
Yeah.
Even on your own screen?
When did you get into the Space Hulk exactly?
I
What
don't-
year do you think it is?
Years time, it means nothing. I don't even remember the date when we came in.
Okay.
It's too much.
All right, calm down. Calm down. So,
By chance, do you happen to know where this herald is? If this is gonna be the only thing we gotta deal with to get out of here, I guess we gotta go full bore.
The Herald never appears to us anymore. She, he, it, whatever. It's... And then you hear a sinister laugh echo through the chamber.
I think the herald's probably nearby. Probably knows we're looking for it, maybe.
Why would it act now? We've been trapped in this Space Hulk for forever. Is something changing?
Well, I know when I'm back on my home on this ship, whenever I get, a new toy, that tends to be the one I play with the most, and, well, it probably just got a couple new toys it'd like to play with.
I immediately stare at the wall because obviously the laugh was everywhere.
Yeah.
And I say, "Hey Harold, fuck you!" And I give it the finger with both my regular hand and my robot hand, which only has 2 fingers anyway. So one of them just sort of bends the other way.
Chidori yells at you. What are you doing, you idiot?
You're right. Oh, you will be such fun little toys to play with. But there isn't time, you see. You won't survive the warp. You're too weak.
Well, you know what they say, if you really love something, you let it go. So if you could just let us leave the Space Hulk, and maybe we'll hang out later, another time.
No, I need to play with you before the pandemonium swallows this planet once again. You will not survive that. My favorite toys will. Oh, they will. But you will be consumed by madness and destruction, and you will die. But that's not very fun now, is it?
No, it doesn't sound fun.
How about this? Oh, I've got a great game to play. Okay, Space Marines, my little ravens. You have to stay. You don't get to leave. But you, little ones, mortals, one of you gets to leave. The last one alive.
I don't like this game. Second game. I choose the other one. What is that one?
And the Varkavas have all drawn guns and are pointing at each other, and Chidori has her gun out, and like everybody's like looking at each other.
Whoa, everybody just, let's all be cool, everybody.
I just walk over to the corner, like past everyone, and I just start urinating on the floor.
You're just beyond this at
I'm
this
just
point.
like, you know what? Fuck this asshole.
Oh man, you're so hardcore and cool. You know that you're just so boring. So boring.
I don't know, I can make flames come out of my fingers when I make, like, finger guns. Like, check this out.
Okay, you make fire.
Like, Kevin, on each of his fingers, you see, like, a little, like, flame, like, peeking out of both fingers. Kind of like if you lit a torch.
The entire ceiling of this room catches on fire, and you see a face made of flame looking down.
Okay, that's a pretty good trick. That's definitely cooler.
And then it fades away.
Is there,
just-
got any other plans over there, Captain? Or just really needed to let one go?
Pissing my name on the wall at this point.
I'm sorry that this is... I'm sorry.
I have an idea
Okay.
to try to lure the Herald out, but it might backfire. But it also might be a little crazy.
So while you're sort of thinking about this plan, Chidori has said, look, these idiots were a means to an end, and I'd love to just kill you. You ruined everything. I guess your friend died along the way, which is pretty good. I don't know who this kid is, but I don't mind killing kids.
My name's Kevin Kevinson. Please don't murder me.
I am like, my hand is shaking on the trigger of my bolt gun. Like, I'm this close to just opening fire on her just for talking about Jay like she did.
So unless you have some sort of brilliant plan, and I don't think you do, let's all get down to the killing of each other, okay?
And just as, like, you guys have your guns trained on each other, you see Kevin Kevinson, like, think for a moment, turn, and he points his finger gun, his right finger gun with the flame on the end, the flame now turning from red, orange to blue, pointing it at the back of one of the Space Marines.
Which one?
Pointing it at the one with the thunder hammer.
The Thunderhammer, okay.
So, Harold, like I said before, I know quite a bit about toys, and guess what? I'm gonna take one of your toys off the table if you don't come out here and play with us.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, really? I mean, no, I definitely would. I'm definitely gonna shoot this dude.
Prove it.
I don't know, were you watching earlier when I exploded one of your little pink buddies?
I watched when it exploded itself.
Well, I mean, I feel like I got it part of the way there. I feel like we're kind of mincing words at this point. All right, you want me to prove it?
The very quiet Space Marine sort of turns over his shoulder and just almost whispers, "Do it, please."
You got it, buddy. And I'm going to walk up point blank and just put a molten beam right through his head.
So he's kneeling.
Yeah.
And he's
still kneeling, that's
he's
right.
Pushed his head against your finger.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put a molten beam through this Blood Raven's head. Or try to, at least. I'm going to do, because it's a Space Marine, I'm going to do this at my maximum psi rating, which is a 4.
Maximum without pushing.
Without pushing.
You don't want to push in this Space Hulk?
No, I don't want to push in the magical Space Hulk. So I'm going to do it at a psi rating 4. It's a +0 then to do it with my willpower, but I also just get a +10 because of my psi focus.
Okay.
So I need now a 59 because I lost some of my willpower. That's a 34. I'm assuming the Blood Raven is not wanting to dodge.
No, it's not going to dodge.
Oh, that's a 1. Sad. So it's really going to be the majority of the damage is coming from everything else. So that's 18 energy damage. Sorry, Space Marine. I have to hit you with my knowledge. And
You have not killed it,
oh,
though.
God!
It just, like, fire is, like, burning through it, and it's just like...
I'm sorry, I really thought this was going to work. This is way more horrifying than I thought it would be. Hold on, let me try my other hand. As you can see, I'm really going to do it. I'm really going to kill one of these dudes if you don't come out here.
No, you don't have the stomach for it.
Oh, yeah! And you see the energy on the collar start to crackle because Kevin Kevinson is pushing. So Kevin Kevinson is going to do his maximum psi rating of 6 with pushing. Alright, this is so dumb. If I only roll doubles, I don't do my phenomenons, but anything else, the phenomenon happens. Oh my gosh. That's actually exactly a success. It's a minus 20 because I'm pushing by 2. So it would bring my willpower I would need down to a 29. But I have my focus, which is a plus 10, so I need a 39. And I just rolled a 39.
So you do your damage, but also the perils will trigger because you didn't roll doubles.
Yeah, well, the psychic phenomenon.
The psychic phenomenon triggers, not the perils.
Yes. Damage first. Get the good part before the bad part. Oh, that's more like it for damage. That's an 8. But it's 3 times the psi rating, so that's 3 times 6, so that's 18, plus 5, so that's 23, plus 8, so that's 31 energy damage just hopefully through this poor Space Marine's brain.
Superheated by the attack, the target's brain explodes,
Oh, God.
tearing apart his skull and sending flying chunks of meat nearby. The target is very, very dead.
Wow. So basically Kevinson pushes, you see like the energy crackle down his arm and like the blue flame like becomes crazy huge and just basically super beams his face off, I guess, and his head explodes. But the residual of the psychic effect, hey, what's happening?
And the guy in blue just says, Brother Abraxas.
Also, all of the alarms on my wrist communicator thing start going off like simultaneously, just every alarm imaginable, and I immediately see his collar and see what's the colors on his collar, and I run to the other side of the room.
So the phenomenon table is going to be at plus 30. The perils table will be at plus 10 if you trigger the perils.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have the ability called Constant Threat, which when you trigger a psychic phenomenon, you can increase or decrease the result by the willpower bonus.
Okay.
Fortunately, my willpower bonus is no longer a 5. It's now just a 4.
Yeah.
Because I decreased before, but let's see what I get. Oh, goodness. I am going to use a fate point to reroll that. That's a 98.
I mean, so you could just go to the perils table if you want.
No. Kevinson is going to reroll.
Don't you want some more corruption points?
No. Oh, goodness. Oh, come on. Now it's an 84. So I'm going to the perils table.
Perils table, all right.
All right, here we go. Perils tables.
That's why I ran to the other side of the room.
54?
Okay, let's see here.
Is it plus 10 to the
It's
perils
plus
table?
It is, because you were in a space Hulk, is going to be at plus 10.
So 64.
Okay. Oh my god, this is awesome.
What happens?
The Psyker's mind is thrown out of his body and into another nearby creature or person.
Wait, what?
Oh god.
There's only one thing that's near him. There's only one thing
Does
that's near
my
him.
mind go into the librarian's body?
That's the only thing that's near him. I ran to the other side of the room.
My mind goes into the librarian's body.
So your mind is now switched with the librarian.
Oh my god. Holy shit! You guys are all a lot shorter than I remember you being. Wait a second. Holy crap. I'm a Space Marine!
So you are going to remain a Space Marine for 7 rounds.
This is amazing.
You retain your weapon skill, ballistic skill, intelligence, perception, willpower, and fellowship during the swap, because those are all things that your mind has. But your physical strength and toughness and stuff are now
A Space Marine librarian?
Oh, yeah, baby.
so you're still going to rely on your own willpower. But maybe the coolest thing you have now is a sword, and also he's wearing a psychic hood, which is also pretty cool.
Basically, Kevinson had a power fantasy, and it happened.
So aren't you glad you rolled Perils of the Wharf?
This is amazing.
We'll talk about what happens once you go back to your body, because it's not...
Probably not good.
Your brain was going to be shocked a little bit, and we'll deal with that.
There's also a very, very confused Space Marine librarian that's now in the body of a child. So I'm across the room, and I'm very confused because there's a very
Did you stop peeing, like, suddenly as this happened?
Oh, I had stopped peeing when the alarms went off on my device, and I ran across. But then I look back, and I hear a very proper voice talking, but it's Kevinson's voice speaking.
Like, it's the tone.
And then, like, a literal Space Marine jumping up and down because it's like he's in his body for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Kevinson is like, he's moving the Force sword around, like, vroom, vroom, demons, watch out, vroom,
And now-
Force sword power.
And now the most important question. Did it gain the attention of the herald.
The fiery face in the ceiling.
Oh my god. Kevinson looks up and goes, "Guess who's got your toys now, bitch?" I literally destroyed and then stole this fucking thing's toy. This is amazing.
A being made of fire descends from the ceiling and lowers itself to the ground. It actually looks relatively humanoid, and its fire sort of diminishes as it lands on the ground. It's still got sort of like burning eyes. It is as tall as a space marine. Tall, handsome, muscular man who is purple. He's also shirtless, and he has a loincloth on because, you know, just got a rocket. He descends right next to you. What do I say? That
you can call me Captain Librarian Kevinson.
My name was Virgil.
Not anymore, Virgil.
Oh God, Andrew, this is bad. It's oh shit. What's that above us?
Fuck.
Is that another one of those? Oh shit.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. Thanks to some warp-wielding shenanigans, it appears that Andrew and Kevinson may have a chance after all. But will this librarian upgrade be enough to stop a Herald of Zench? Tune in next month to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a Servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. I'll be chronicling new episodes of Dark Heresy every first and second Wednesday of the month. And if you want to get your wargaming fix, tune in every third and final Wednesday of each month for 40k Arena and regular episodes of Roll to Seize. If you'd like to download more episodes or check out other similar podcasts, head over to partialarc.com. You can email these morons any questions at rolltoseize@gmail.com. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to leave a rating and review on iTunes. It helps pay for Herald insurance, because you can never be sure if you're just some Chaos God's plaything. Goodbye.